Okay, I think that's recording, guys. I'm going to show you today mixing up some filler. I see lots of filler mixing videos out there, but we're going to do our own. What the heck? So what we have here is short strand reinforced body filler mixing board, also known as a cheap cutting board from the Five and Dime. These are some plastic mixing and stirring spreaders and little putty knives and whatever stuff that I use generally. So you've got your two parts. You've got your main product, and then you've got hardener. So let's get to it. Something important to remember that I don't see guys mention very often: when you open one product, you open one product, not both products. Okay? Just the air of having both products open, it can kind of catalyst what's going on with your product here. So you want to be careful for cross-contamination. Also, another thing concerning cross-contamination, any oil products, and in particular silicone products, if you've got any kind of like WD-40 or any of those other spray lubes or whatever and stuff, you want to not have that in your same area. Clean your work area, wipe off your bench, make sure there's nothing that's going to cross-contaminate things. It's a good idea not to get it on yourself. It's not good for you, and it's hard to clean up. So first thing I do is I put out the amount that I'm going to use, and I work it a little bit, make sure that it's nice and smooth. Now this type I'm using out of a can. That's almost kind of an old school thing. Most of the stuff that I see now, it either mixes it for you, or it's in a gun, it's in a tube, or sort of a little square can that you squirt a little bit out. But most of them all still need to be mixed somehow, and I kind of like this method because I can be sure myself that it's thoroughly mixed. So now, put my cover back on here. Only one product at a time. This all comes in different colors, a lot of it. Now, there is a ratio. You can look it up on your information product sheet to see how much of it you need for part A and part B. Here's what I've got out here. That's not a bad ratio. After a while, you'll just kind of get a feel for it, right? So now mix it in, and the minute you start mixing it in, well, not the minute, the second you start mixing it together, you're on a time schedule. So make sure that your area is already prepped and that everything is ready to go before you start mixing this stuff. I have seen different guys mix it in a different way. What I do is I use this short putty knife, and that's what I find works best for me. You'll have to find the method that works best for you. Make sure that your board has been cleaned off and that it's ready to go each time. So let the stuff harden, and in between each time, make sure that it's cleaned and prepped. Anything you want to use, a putty knife, a razor blade, whatever. Now, the consistency of this stuff will change as you're working it. It should be a visible thing that you can see if one color is blending into the other color, but you'll also see that it starts to get creamy and smooth and gets a little bit easier to work. That's when you know that you're getting closer. Here's Jacob came back. So that's about it, guys. Now it's ready to work, and you'll know as soon as you start to apply it when it starts to turn, when it starts to change consistency. So we're going to take this out and start putting it on our truck that we're working on today. All right, guys. Thank you.